everybody, welcome to my channel. So for this video, I'll be doing a tutorial and I'm going to use this for my eyes. But yeah, basically I'm going to do a full face everyday tutorial featuring this palette. This is the Star. And it's going to be the look that I done in the video that, my last video basically. Like the, what is it? What was it called? It was the review of the CoverGirl. I can't think. It's too early out. So I'm going to drink my coffee and y'all going to get ready with me. I'm not doing much today, but yeah, so as usual, you're going to hear me digging around because I keep my makeup in these, as you can see. And then my brushes. I know y'all probably don't give a shit about that, but anyway, let's just get into the tutorial and go ahead and start doing this, because this is a quick everyday look, and I'm going to do my brows first. I like to do those first and get them out of the way. So I'm going to use this as my mirror, because this is what I use every day as my mirror. So I'm going to take this Wet n Wild Ultimate, or no, this is the Wet n Wild Retractable Brow Pencil. It is the Ultimate Brow, is what it's called. And I'm only using this, it's one of the triangular shapes, because I'm out of my other one, my Loreal Brow Stylist Definer. It's like a micro pencil. I don't know if I said it in a video or not, but, because I never know some of the things I've said myself or said on video, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I usually don't. Or I did not like micro brow pencils, I just like these pencils. But since I've started using these, I think these help me transition into the micro brow pencils, because I kind of like those better now. But this is what we got, this is what we're working with. I'm just going to fill this in lightly, because I'm going to go back in with a, what is it called? See, I can't think. I'm going to go back in and go over this with a brow gel, tinted brow gel. That's the word. So just fill this in right quick. I like to do my brows first, so that way when I go in and put concealer on my lids for the shadow, it cleans it up. So I'd just rather do it first. So then I'm just going to comb this through and yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with this L'Oreal Brow Stylist Boost and Set Volumizing Brow Mascara, and this has fibers in it. This is in light brunette, which I really like, by the way, this light brunette color. Started to get dark brunette, and I'm really glad I didn't, because this one is perfect. Perfection. So just comb that through, and if you get it anywhere it ain't supposed to be, you can just wipe it off. That's another reason I like to do this first. That way if I get the brow gel anywhere, I can just wipe it off without messing up my eyeshadow. So you can see that little step volumizes your brows. Makes them a lot more feathery like. Wipe. Alright. And let's speed through this other brow. Prime my eyelids. I'm going to use my Maybelline GRWM, because this is my favorite concealer to use as a primer. I've been using this a lot more lately than my Milani, like the eyeshadow primer. I just find that it's quicker. I'm going to take this Vasanti brush. This is a concealer brush. The e.l.f. Concealer brush is kind of like this, but I like this one better. And just blend it out. That's really all I use this for. I go in with a sponge underneath my eyes, but I like using this to blend and set my eyes. And then every single day I set my every single day I set my concealer on my eyes with my Wet n Wild Brulee. This is the old one. I don't have the new one because I just don't need it. Pretty sure it's lighter than this. I kind of want to get it because I really would like to use this as a brow bone highlight, but it's too dark. It's like the color of my skin. Alright, and then it's time to move on to the eyes. So, as I said, I'm going to go in with this CoverGirl palette, and I'm just going to do the same look I did in the review video. Alright, so the first shade I'm going to take is the fourth one down, and it is called Public Peach. I'm going to take my Luxie blending brush. I love this. This is the Luxie 249. It's a dual-ended brush. I don't know if they sell it, or if this was just a one-time thing they did with Ipsy. I got this in an Ipsy bag, and I'm just putting that all throughout my crease. It's like the transition / crease color. And I am going to go in one more time. Yes, I am. I was thinking, am I? Yeah. I think I put way more down on this side. Anyway, I'm going to go in one more time. And these shadows are powdery, so you want to tap your brush every time. And next, I'm going to take this e.l.f. crease brush. It's really little. It's great for getting in the outer V. And I'm going to take this last shade, which is called Raspberry Peach. It's the most powdery shade, but it's also my favorite shade. Like, look at all the powder just from putting my brush in there. But it is very pigmented, so you don't need much of this. Tap it off. And I'm going to put that on the outer V and bring it up into the crease a little bit, and also on the outer portion of the eyelid. Alright, and then once that's laid down, I'm going to go through and blend it with that same Luxie blending brush. Just blend it all into the crease. Alright, and then the next thing I do is I clean up these edges. We're going to do that right quick. I'm just going to take a wipe and just wipe in an outward motion. I'm going more out than up. That way it kind of just meets with the lower lash line. So see, and it'll look even better once I put my foundation on. And then I'm going to take the other end of this brush, which is the shader side, and I'm going to take the second shade down, which is called Puccini, and it's a pink shimmer. Look at all that. That's too much. Just pat that all over the lid. Or I should say rub that, because I don't really do much patting. I do pat, but I also just like to rub it on there. I guess it's just force of habit when you're used to using those little applicator sponges. Which I'm not used to using those anymore, but you know, I did use them like my whole entire life, except for this last couple of years when I started using brushes. And then I go in one more time just to build the shade up like I did with all the other ones. It's really pretty pink. And I'm going to go into the first shade, which is called Peachy Keen. It's just this cream color. The difference between this and the Brulee shade by Wet n Wild is that this is more peachy. And I'm just going to put that on the brow bone. It's also a little bit more brightening because it has that peachy tone to it versus the Wet n Wild Brulee that I used to set the lid. And yeah, just applying this, and I always just go in twice with all these shadows. I do that with all the shadows in my collection that are super powdery just because I find that these last pretty well. They last all day on my eyes. but I still just like to go in and kind of build it up and do that last blending. Okay, and then that we are going to come back to the eyes. Actually, we are going to throw on some mascara right quick. So for mascara, I'm using my Maybelline Lash Sensational. I'm going to go in with the Rimmel BB 901 because that's what I was wearing in that video. Plus, I really love the finish of this. And I just put like 2 squeezes or 2.5 squeezes. And wipe off whatever's on this because it gets kind of like the BB cream all over the lid even when it's closed. And just dot that on my face. Let me put my mirror back here so I can kind of look at it. See, I just dot it on my face, all over. There it is in my hair, of course. So this is my Ego Tool sponge. Like I said, I wash it every day before I put on my foundation, unless I'm using a brush. Alright, and now we're looking kind of shiny. Maybe this has more of a dewy finish than I like to let on. It does. But I always set it with powder, for the most part. Alright, so then I go in with my foundation. Now, either I will go in with the Better Skin or the GRWM. I'm going in with the Better Skin because I find this has great coverage and it has a more dewy finish versus the GRWM. But I always like to use that GRWM as a eyeshadow primer. A lot of this stuff goes a long way. There's a little hair on my face. Okay. And then I take it down the nose. This is only when I'm wearing BB cream. Actually, I always put it on my under eyes and nose. But when I wear BB cream, I also go on my forehead. I can get some product. That's the one thing I don't like about this concealer. I hate the way you have to get the product out. And then on my chin as well. Just for that highlight effect, I guess you call it. There we go. And we're going to blend it. I'm going to use the other side of the sponge, not the one I use for foundation. I use the larger for foundation, the smaller for concealer. And I just like to take the flat part and tap it out all the way down here. Okay, and now we're going to powder a little bit. Actually, a lot of it. So I take my Loreal True Match powder and this e.l.f. powder brush and I tap it. And I just basically set under my eyes on this whole face so that way my products blend. And on my chin, forehead, and nose. Bam. Alright, and now I'm going to go in with some bronzer. Am I going to use it? Yeah, I'm going to use 2 bronzers. So I'm going to go in with the Butter Bronzer first by Physicians Formula and my e.l.f. complexion brush. And we're just going to put this right up here. I'm not even really using a mirror at this point. And I just start where it contours and then bring it all up into my cheeks. And then I press down a little harder and blend it. little on the sides of the nose and the tip of the nose, basically. Let me see how that look, bro. No extra product, just kind of like blending it. And then I usually go in with a second layer of that bronzer, but today I'm going to use this bronzer, which I also do sometimes. It's the Ticket to Brazil by Wet n Wild. It's a little bit lighter. It's got more shimmer in it as well. Just take that. I really love this in the summertime. And blend it all around my forehead. And on the cheekies. And we are bronzed up, bro. And of course it's not going to pick up on camera. It never wants to pick up on camera what it's really doing. I don't like bronzing on my neck because I feel like it makes my neck look dirty. I don't know. That's just me. I don't even like bronzing on this part. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so now it's time for blush. And this is the Wet n Wild contour brush. I'm wiping it off, make sure it's nice and clean. And yeah, I'm going to go on with the blush. So for blush, I'm using the Flower Beauty Flower Pots blush. And this is in Wild Rose, yes. Wild Rose, so it's a really bright pink blush, as you can see. Like, super duper bright. The light is making it less bright. Okay, and for this, I just tap my brush in once, tap, and then lightly put it on the cheeks and bring it back, and kind of pull it back. All you need is that very, very light tap of product, okay? So, tap, barely, hit it off. And just be very cautious when you're applying this blush because it is a very pigmented and bright blush. I feel like the light is like taken away from my blush. When I sit back a little, can you see it? Just makes you look real nice and fresh in my opinion. And I think I need a little bit more on this side. And then I'm just wiping this brush off and I'm going to blend it again. I don't want to apply too little and I don't want to apply too much. And I already applied too much blush. And this is not a blush that you can get away with applying too much. Like yesterday, I don't know, I only had to go in one time and it looked perfect. But today, I feel like there's more on this side. So, what I like to do, if I feel that way, is take this side of the sponge that I just used last and tap out that blush. So, just press it into the skin, tap it out, and then... yeah, that looks better. And then we're also going to tap the sponge again after I spray it with setting spray. So that'll give it another tap. And is this the highlight brush? No, here we go. So highlighting brush from e.l.f. And the highlight I use with this look is the Luna by Luna Cosmetics highlighter. This is a baked highlighter and it's in the shade Electra. It's just a pinky highlighter, which I know for a fact you can get at the drugstore. Wet n Wild has a good one that's called Blossom Glow, and this also has like I think gold flecks in it as well. So I just put it there and on the nose and in between like my eyebrows basically. Then I go in a second time for the face. And like I said, on the tops of the cheekbones and then up onto the forehead. I feel like I put my highlighter too high. What do you guys think? Like, should it go here where I normally put it or should it be going here? Should I go down a little bit? I just always apply it right here because I feel like that's the top of my cheekbone, you know? Versus putting it down here. I don't know. It's like I try to put it down here, but it ends up here right where my eye is. Like the corner of my eye. I don't know. There's that highlight. Beaming from the stars out. I'm just blending my nose, basically. And then I'm going to set everything with setting spray now. Or no, I'm not. I gotta go in with the inner corner highlight now. So I'm going to use my highlighter, like I said. And I'm just going to use this pencil brush, which I got it off Wish a while ago. I got a whole brush set. This is the only one I got left. So just take the highlight and put it in the inner corner. I feel like this is not the highlighter that I used. I'm going to use this Nomad highlighter for my inner corner. It's just a really pretty light champagne color. I'm just going to use that for my inner corner. I feel like maybe this was the highlighter I used. I know I was debating on whether using this one or the more pinky one, and I think I might have actually went in with the gold, not this one, but it's okay. I can still use this as an inner corner highlight and then use that other one. See, it's much brighter. And I just like to take my finger right there, make sure it's blended into the eyelid. What next? Setting spray is next. So for setting spray, I'm using the Wet n Wild, the Wet n Wild Natural Finish setting spray. And I hate getting it on my lips, so I just close them. I'll do my lipstick afterward. I don't want it on my coffee either. Let me scoot that back. And I go like at an angle from up, just because of the sprayer. I feel like that works better. I got it all on my lip that time. It's almost out, that setting spray. And then you can see the setting spray all over my face. So what I like to do is take my sponge and just tap over my whole face. Or else I have little droplings, like when it dries, you can see the drops all over my face. Where if I do this, not only does it look better, but, you know, takes care of those droppings. Or not droppings, droplets. And I'm just trying to blend that blush a little bit more because I feel like it's way too intense. That looks better. I love this blush. I think it just gives like this really fresh look. And it goes with anything. It goes with my peachy looks or my pink looks or neutral looks. Any kind of look, I feel like this blush goes with it. Alright, so that is basically it. Just gotta get some lip products, so let me grab it. Check this out. The headband is like stuck in there. It was standing straight up and looked so cool until I hit record. How did I get this out? Oh my god. I hate this. Oh my goodness. I don't have another one. I had one that didn't have these little things. And it broke. So I'm stuck with the one that's got the little things on it. I don't even know why I have this. I am definitely going to have to do something with my hair, I think. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe just a quick brush through would be fine. Alright, so lippies. I keep my lip stuff in here, and I also keep like the little samples, and like there's another Better Skin. It's pretty much out, but there's a little left, so I just keep it in here in case of an emergency. And where I have to leave, I ain't got time to do my makeup. So, for lips, I'm going to use 2 of the L'Oreal. What are you doing, Foxy? I'm going to use 2 of the L'Oreal. What are these called? Color Rich Shine lipsticks. So I'm using Sparkling Rose and Glossy Fawn. So I like to go in with Glossy Fawn, which is like more of a nude. And these are great. These are like a lipstick and a lip gloss in one. See how glossy? And I mean, if you want to, you can just leave it like that. But I like to make it a little bit more pink. So that's why I go in with Sparkling Rose. And I also love this shade on its own. It's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful pink. I love it. Pink. And I just, actually, I like to dab that one time so that way I ain't got too much on. And then I'm going in and putting the Sparkling Rose. Dab one more time. And it's like this perfect pinky nude. I love the combination of those, and I love the combination with this look in particular. I have been using these every single day. I'm not using this one. I'm using Glossy Fawn. I love these things. And this is basically the finished look, you guys, so here we go. I think soon I'm going to do a video of how, like, some short hairstyles. What do you guys think about that? I kind of want to do hair videos. Because I have thick hair, and it's really hard for me to find videos sometimes. Like, about, with people that have really thick hair like I do. Which is why I said I'm probably going to have to go in and, like, straighten it again. Because it's kind of all messed up from sleeping on it. But yeah, here's the finished look. Now my makeup matches my shirt. And my shirt says, I didn't ask to be queen, but hey, if the crown fits. And now the crown does fit. I love this makeup look. It's so fresh and girly and pink. And it's really easy. I know it probably took an extremely long time. It took 45 minutes. The power of editing is going to make it, you know, not as long. But this took me 45 minutes. But that's because I had to go wash my sponge and just do all kind of other things that I had to do. And because I'm talking and going slower. So if I was doing this on a normal day, I would say it'd probably take about 20 minutes. So about half the time. So it's not super quick or anything like that, but it is, you know, just an everyday makeup look. Probably about 20-25 minutes to do this. So yeah, if you liked it, then give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.